Well, now we're on section 3E, and the question is this. We're given that 425 women in the study were split into two age groups, those under 40 and those over 40. And also they were split then into those who had breast cancer and those who didn't, and those who exercised regularly and those who didn't. So I've made a copy of this table you have, and then we are, for each age group, determine the percentage of women having breast cancer among those who exercise regularly and among those who do not exercise regularly. And if the two age groups are combined, what percentage have breast cancer among those who exercise regularly and among those who do not exercise regularly? And finally, how does this illustrate Simpson's paradox, and what design flaw in the study caused Simpson's paradox to occur? And Simpson's paradox, the information for that can be found on page 184. Now let's go ahead and come up with these percentages. And for those who did not exercise regularly, there's 2 over 175. There's the total. And that equals approximately 1.1%. For those who exercised regularly in the under 40 group, we have 1 over 100, and that equals 1%. For those over 40, we have 2 over 50, and that equals 4%. And 3 over 100 for those who exercised regularly, and that equals 3%. Now for the combined men and women, I beg your pardon, for the combined of not exercising regularly, when we compute the totals, we get 4 over 225, and that equals 1.8%. And we have 4 over 200, and that equals 2%. Now, here is the paradox. For those under 40, notice those who didn't exercise regularly have a higher rate of breast cancer than those that do. For those over 40, those that exercise regularly, do not exercise regularly. I hope I said that right over here. Do not exercise regularly. For those who do not exercise regularly in the over 40, they have a higher rate of breast cancer than those who do. On the other hand, when you combine all of those who fail to exercise regularly, their rate of breast cancer is only 1.8% as composed to 2% for those who exercise regularly. Then the question is, well, how does Simpson's paradox come into play here? Well, we have a discrepancy. When you look at the individual percentages for those under 40 and over 40, regular exercise seems to play a positive role. On the other hand, when you look at the combined, then regular exercise fails to play a positive role. The reason for that, we have an unequal division of those who failed to exercise regularly. Notice, for this group, under 40, there's more that failed to exercise regularly than those that exercise regularly. As opposed to the over 40, there's half of those, only 50 women fail to exercise regularly, whereas 100 exercise regularly, and that's unequal division is why we have a paradox, Simpson's paradox. Now let's go on to question 2. And I think we'll stop right now and we'll do a part 2. These take a lot of